that last time in Ratai.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. It feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Kalece after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So, we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my
Dzień
brains.
dobry.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did
Mój
to me,
wierny
though.
widzów.
But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Nic nie mów, jest w ważnym przypadku.
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain.
Kurwa mnie ta
He
gra, że nie
administers
ma
the
lektora.
country, the
Nienawidzę
king
czytać.
collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king,
Chcesz tą
then
grę
him,
czy coś innego
and a
włączyć?
very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to
Zrobiłeś
offer him an
World of
alliance.
Tanks.
I heard he insists on having
Elitarną
the
ósemkę.
finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of
Odebrałeś
swords
złoto
and daggers.
za roczne rozliczenie?
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Broń ciężka. Walka wręcz, strzelnictwo. Dawaj
The
miecz.
sword is a weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it. And
W tym
try to
rozliczeniu
improve
rocznym
technique.
pokazuje mi, że zagrałem 0 meczów.
I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain.
Nie, dwie
But that's
skrzynie
another
są do
matter.
zrobienia w tym.
I suppose you've heard enough of that, hey?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
2 godziny,
Well,
3
I wouldn't want to be
to.
in Ishvan's
Tam
shoes if
dopiero
you ever
boty
come
grają,
face to face with
człowieku.
him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Mogę jeszcze
Who
tak
helped me
2
tomorrow
włączyć
with
po
getting
zombie.
supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it. And I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all.
Tam
There'll be a
gość polski
feast at the
dialekt.
castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to walk.
Jak się skończy dialog i zapiszę.
we're not on a trip to...
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Taki, żeby kucnąć, aby poruszać się po wodzie.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Ale jeden. Dobra. Nie mogę zapisać gry.
Head down, Henry.
No to zaraz będzie od nowa, poczekaj.